Alright, you guys, today we're going to be talking about how to track your progress as a singer. So when I was growing up learning to sing, I had my handful of favorite singers, and my practice time really consisted of turning that CD on and singing along a bunch of times until I got tired or my throat started to hurt or what have you. And obviously, as the years have gone by and I have educated myself, I have realized there's a lot of things that need to have progress in order to get the voice that you desire. Okay, so one of the things that I have discovered is so important to track is your breath support. There's so many videos and teachings about how to sing from your diaphragm and all these different things, but sometimes we don't always have guidance on feeling what that feels like or even tracking it. Where do we even begin, right? There's other people who talk about the 360-degree breathing and breathing with your ribs, and just it all gets really muddy and confusing, and then sometimes we give up or we take big gaps and breaks from our practice. So today I want to talk to you about just tracking growth in a really practical, easy way. So the place I would like to really focus on first is your breath support. Okay, so I have here a progress tracking sheet, and these are the sounds that a singer should be able to make if they have the proper breath support. Okay, so the first one is a hiss. Okay, so if you are having proper diaphragm support, you should be able to, as a beginner singer, hit about 30 seconds of holding this hiss. Okay, and if you're a more advanced singer, maybe you can get up to 60. Okay, so what I usually will have my students do is make this sound for me, and we hit the timer and we see how long they can do it, and every day they practice and they try to reach their goal of singing up to 30 seconds on this sound. Okay, so the hiss, you're just taking a big deep breath in and going for it. Okay, so that's that one. Okay, you want to hold that for 30 seconds. And again, don't be ashamed of small beginnings. If you can only do 0 to 5 seconds, that's where you're at. Okay, so you just color in the spot that you're at and keep tracking. Okay, the next one is going to be the lip buzz. And the lip buzz sounds and looks like this. The lips are buzzing, much like a trumpet player would do when they're learning how to play their trumpet. Okay, so I'll have some students that they'll do this. They'll get that mechanical part right, but they do not coordinate the diaphragm and the voice together. So I usually will tell them to make the sound first and then bring the lips together as well. So I want to be hearing the buzz and the voice. Okay. The third one is tongue trill. The tongue trill sounds like you're saying the letter D. So just say duh. Now can you say duh duh? Good. Now can you say doth? D-U-T-H, doth. Now pull that tongue back just a little bit to duh. Duff. Okay, so it might sound like that for a little bit. Duff, duff. Okay, but you will find that perfect position, so it sounds like this. Very much like a clarinet or a saxophone buzzes. That little wooden piece will buzz on the instrument to make the sound. So I know some people will say, oh, I can't do it, I can't do it. Well, it's just because you haven't built the muscles up yet, but you will. If you practice, you will be able to do it. Okay, final one is the floppy tongue. So floppy tongue is very similar to the tongue trill, but you're sticking your tongue out like this. You can see my tongue kind of flapping there. Okay. Yeah, I said floppy tongue, right? Yes. So floppy tongue. And that one again, you want to make sure you're generating the vibration of your vocal cords as well as the mechanical piece of. Okay. Time yourself. See how long you can do these exercises, and I guarantee you, as you continue to do this, this is proof that you are gaining the proper breath support to be able to sing well and to hit the high notes or low notes, what have you, in tune and in time. Okay, one other thing, rib expansion. Okay, down here at the bottom I have rib expansion. So I have some students, especially my younger, shyer students, when they go to hold these notes, they just kind of, I don't know what they do. They just take this little teeny tiny breath and then they try it and they give up at first. But really what you want to do is expand your ribs. Okay, so you should be taking a big breath in, and your ribs, and I'll try to show you if I can here, your ribs should expand like this. So my ribs will expand all the way around about 3 inches. Inhale, and my exhale, and they'll just little by little collapse, but I am trying to hold them up and open as much as possible. So I would encourage you to also do your rib measurements. Measure your ribs. How wide can you get your ribs to expand on your breath in, obviously without doing the shoulder lift, but how wide can you get those to expand? I would love you to go down below and actually print yourself a free copy of this progress tracking sheet. And I would also love to hear your feedback. Is your voice improving as your breath support improves? I'd love to know, so let me know in the comments below. All right, happy singing.